Good morning, everybody. So I wandered out here to see what was dead and what was living. We had some decent rain. The caterpillars seem to be slowing down, but they're not done yet. The trees are still bare. But I think I can see some green stuff coming up on the top. I'm not sure. There could just be more caterpillars. I sprayed the trees. Just the ones that I could reach around the yard. But you see, that's a lot of trees. In the front, there's like 20 right there in the circle. I counted one day, but I'm not good with numbers. I never remember that stuff. Fruit trees are looking pretty good. Oh, it's a brand new day, y'all. I took my phone to town and I spent $52 and I got a new battery. And if you follow me at all, you know that I don't even use this phone to call anybody on. It's just, good morning. It's just to make videos and hang out. I use the calculator. I use the photos. I was real worried about the photos. I really need to get those off. Anyways, this wasn't a video about that. Do you see, I've been wanting some, well, Keith did too, some bird baths, and they are pricey. The one we have in Texas, if it's still there, was $10, I think, at Dollar General. And the ones that looked like it are about 30, 40 bucks. So we got 2 terracotta trays, big ones, and 2 stumps that he cut pretty darn straight. And those are my bird baths. I've already seen a little bit of action, but mostly just blue jays. I think that's all I've seen so far. There goes Keith. Where's he going? I need to do a barn video for you guys too. Okay, but what I wanted to show you this morning was I woke up and I did my little walk around and I looked at my grass and I was like, oh, it looks so pretty. And then I walked in it barefoot and it's still way more dirt than grass, but we're working on it. This rain should really help. Okay, but this is what I came out for this morning. I came out to survey my garden, and I'll show you that dead stuff over there in a minute. We had a frost, and I thought we were done having a frost. But what I found this morning is this is what the rain brought out. And I want to show you. Am I in the right place? There we go. Yes, I was all the way buzzed in here. Here we go. Isn't that cool? And it's not just one. There's some little ones over there and over there. And some tiny ones over here. Bunch of them. And look, I planted a pineapple just because I couldn't throw it away. We ate the pineapple. It won't grow here, I don't suspect, but it might grow for a while in the summer. It's just organic matter. It doesn't hurt the garden a bit. It helps. Every little bit helps. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so yeah, got a bunch of these. Pretty cool, huh? They're big on mushrooms out here. I thought this one was pretty. I'm having a hard time. Isn't that cool? Asparagus is doing awesome. I'm pleased. I need more dirt on top of them. They're supposed to be 8 inches under for winter time here. And you know, I don't plant anything 8 inches down in Texas. So I got that learning curve to get going on these perennials. Oh, and check these guys out. Do you remember these from the spring? My bushes are awesome. Very healthy looking. I don't think I'll get a single berry. I think whatever was on there is just because that guy was like, oh, those are going to be your berries. Well, they didn't make it. But it is green and pretty. Matching. And the two I have in pots, I think I am going to plant them so they will have time to acclimate before winter. And I hope they make it, because they'll be, 4 will be perfect, I think. Maybe I'll need more in the future. I have no idea. But if I can get 4 bushes going, I'll be super happy with that. If I can get this to survive through the winter, I'll be super happy with that. All this stuff that I'm doing, it won't take a lot of maintenance, and we can walk away from it more often. If I get the day-to-day stuff, like, okay, so here's what happened. We had a frost, and I had just bought, I'd spent $10 on one more tomato plant, because we had that one growing so good in the front, and one eggplant because it was such a pretty plant. I couldn't resist. And this is what happened to them in the frost. I have a leaf left of the eggplant, and I have maybe 2 leaves left of the tomato. But they were stout looking plants. This, I've just not done much over here. And I had green beans, which I told my dad and stepmom that they were doing great the other day, and look at them. They froze too. My dad's going, I told you. Well, but the strawberries that Karen gave me, these are native. That's one plant. Yeah, they took a little kick, but look, this is one of the runners already sprouting new leaves. There's another plant over there. That's 3 of them. And I think there's one more over there behind that fern that I'm letting grow. There's one more that's not doing very well. It might not make it, but I think this one will. It always, everywhere you go, if you see something in somebody's yard that grows really well, and you can take a sprout off of it if they're your friends, that's usually the best way to go, because whatever grows natural in your area is what's going to grow good. So yeah, see those, even though I just planted them, they survived because they're from here. So we got to try to work on what's perennial in the area, which everybody knows, but this is just, I'm just talking to you as a simple gardener, one that doesn't have tons of knowledge, but I've been gardening for years. So yeah, the only thing I got coming up, I did seeds again out here, y'all. Only thing I got coming up is, I think, the seeds from my mom's friend Pat. That's the ones that are coming up the best. See those out there? I planted some other stuff and I don't see any of it. So, and I think this is a weed. Does anybody know what that is? Do you know what that is? Is that a weed? I think it might be. It'd be cool if it was something else. I planted a couple rhubarb plugs out here, but I don't think that's rhubarb. I'm going to let it go a little bit though, because it's kind of pretty. And I thought those were mulberry trees. Now I wonder if they're grass. We did get 2 serrano plants because Keith loves serranos, and so do I. And everything else. Oh, this is the pepper plant that survived the first frost here and was doing really well again. It did this. And these are some of my seeds. They were doing really good out here too. I planted these tomato babies before I bought that big beefy one, and they made it too. There you go. I got my raspberries over there. They're doing pretty good. You want to go look? I have battery power. I can do this. The apple trees are looking good. This is my one questionable cherry. I'm pretty worried about this guy. I don't want to... Yeah, look. It's not doing much. it's still there, and we just had a good rain, so maybe in a couple weeks we'll see some more action. It's just been a weird year for growing too. Not only have I moved to a new place, but it's been a weird year. That's doing really good. The cherries that aren't doing, they're not as quick, I guess, as the apples. They're harder to grow, I guess. We'll work on it. All the rest of them are doing pretty good. Got nice healthy leaves. That first one just doesn't have healthy, which worries me. And I think I'm going to do a couple more. If anybody's got to be replaced. And also maybe just a couple more. Look, I've got this space right here. We got to clean all this up, you know. We're going to have all this space eventually. So I just want to get my little patch going first. These guys are doing really good. I have to look at my pruning, but I think I need to prune it. This winter, all this top growth, I think I need to do at a slant so it grows out branches instead of growing straight up. And there's a branch right there to the side. But yeah, these guys have grown quite a bit, and we have two more on the hunting property, and they've done pretty well too. And Keith said I could get two more next year. Those are Arkansas Blacks. These are all Fuji's, remember? Look. Did y'all see that? Oh yeah, there's some new growth there. That looks good. Okay, and one last look. I was just thinking about the strawberries earlier and trying to remember when I put some fertilizer on them. I've been watering this little pine tree right here. This is my little pine tree trail to the compost. It was the first thing I did, was started my compost pile, which I need to come out here and turn. And the only way I could remember in the snow is this little tree was sticking up. So I've been trying to help it. I'd like it to grow up to be a big pretty tree. This is an oak tree. Look at that. Not looking very good, huh? We'll see if that one comes back. This is our woodpecker tree. And there was, I think it was a baby woodpecker up here just a couple days ago. I just noticed them like a week ago. And I think they're gone for the season. I think I heard him out here, the baby out here crying and crying. And I think they made him jump. I think it was time. So I lost 2 raspberries. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I would have had 7. And I have 5. Let's see. This one's kind of little, but it's healthy. It's doing good. That's number 2. That's doing really good. It's number 3. This was doing better than number 2 before. Maybe the frost got it a little bit, because number 2 looks better than number 3 now. Oh, I need to, oh, look at that. I think this is a wild one right here. This is weeds that need to come up. Now I'm getting dirty. I gotta quit that because I gotta touch things. Okay, 3, and then 4. 3 and 4 I think are the same kind, and 2 and 5 are the same kind. So there you go. Okay, so look at that right there. That is one I bought. And look at this coming up right here. I don't know if that's strawberries or raspberries, but I'm gonna have to find out, huh? I've got some more that I saw Because I'll cultivate the wild stuff, you betcha. I'll help it out. We're going to clean up that, and we're going to clear it all out to that self-planted blue spruce tree out there that I love, that I'm having no luck growing. But yeah, see, we got these coming up. I was thinking this was a berry patch. This pole, I thought this pole, I'm going to have Keith ask her. Because now, it's finally that time of year. Here's the ugly compost. We're not going to go out there and look at it and inspect it. But I need to shovel it around. Right on my path, I noticed there's some. Are they raspberries, y'all? I think they are. Not like that one at that house, though. All right, come on, Ruthie. That's it. We will do the barn next time because I got to open up the doors so y'all can see just what's going on. And yeah, I'm back. I did this for 16 minutes and I'm still going. I'm sorry, y'all. You're going to have to listen to me ramble. Y'all have a wonderful day. I got to go get a drink of tea. That's my cellar. We got a crawl space, not a basement. Too bad, but that's okay. I don't have to worry about it leaking. That's what somebody told me. I think it was my uncle. Take it easy.